Hey, I had to cut off my last video pretty quick, so this is kind of a part two. Um, so my last video was on a dream I had of being examined at a door and um, another door opening to a place that I do not want to go. Um, so I'm kind of continuing off of that one. You should watch that video and then, um, yeah, anyways. So I want to continue off of there with some really encouraging things. I had um, another dream just recently where I've been going through so much in my life, like over the past 5 or 6 years specifically has been so turbulent, and Satan has just been coming against me and trying to tear me away from God so much, so hard. And I just get overwhelmed, and I uh, start to get so distracted, and sometimes I have even turned away from God, and he just convicted my heart and pulled me back to him. Thank goodness that he just loves me so much. But I was having a dream just pretty recently where I was talking to somebody, and I was just talking to a man about this feeling overwhelmed. That I was feeling really overwhelmed with so many things going on, and nothing in particular. I was just overwhelmed and stressed and stuff, um, with just a lot of things in life in general. And then he gave me a piece of paper and he told me that it was to encourage me. And it's like, okay, great. And he hands it to me, and on the top, like in big lettering, like a title, it said Matthew 24. And it was underlined straight across the page, and the rest of the page was kind of like blurry. Sorry, I move my hands around a lot when I'm talking, and I know you can't see. Um, but so the rest of the page was kind of like a haze, like blurry, like it wasn't something that I was like really looking at in the dream. I was just focusing on the title, and it said Matthew 24. And then I woke up, and I was so excited, and I've studied Matthew 24 so many times over and over. But when I first woke up, I was just way excited, and I'm like, yeah, this is like something God gave me for me specifically, to encourage me. And I'm going through some really, really trying times right now at the moment, and um, I thought that it had to focus on those things, or I thought that um, the Matthew 24, that it was supposed to be related directly to what I was going through or what I am going through. And so I run to my Bible thinking it's going to be about my relationship problems, is what it is. But anyway, so I open my Bible, and it's all the end times. Jesus telling his disciples about the end times and what's going to happen and stuff. And um, like when he's going to come back, all the things that are going to be happening in the world and all the signs and everything. And I was just like, what? Like, I thought it was going to be something about like, something encouraging for like the issues I'm going through specifically, but it was on like a much broader scale. It's like, stop focusing on the little things that are issues. It's a distraction. Like Satan is trying to distract us from really what's going on around us and really the times that we are in. And he's trying to get us to not look at the sky, not look for Jesus, not be watching for him, but turning inwardly and looking at all of our problems instead of looking for that blessed hope and for the glorious appearing, right? Satan doesn't want us ready. He doesn't want us looking for Jesus. And God totally gave me this, and I'm so thankful. Just, it's a great reminder. Like, this is where we are right now. I know we're in the end times. There's so many people having dreams about it, and I keep having dreams about it. Like, that same week, it was the same week that I had my other dream about being examined. I had like 3 different dreams that week. And so many dreams about like flooding, like rising water and flooding, like a big tsunami about to happen. And I kept praying for the meaning because I've had dreams like that over like the last probably 6 years or so. And um, and a lot of them. And I used to think it was actually about real flooding, like literal flooding. And then I realized, like, in the Bible, where's the flooding? It's for punishment. It's God's wrath coming upon the world, right? So all these dreams I keep having of flooding, I feel like it's God's wrath is coming. And I keep having dreams about like a tsunami coming, but then it doesn't actually hit, or it doesn't like hit all the way all at once. Um, and there's been times that there's been like a big wave or something and it just stops right at my feet and it doesn't touch me. Um, but it's like, I really feel like these dreams are God's telling me like his wrath is coming and it's about to pour out on the world. And like we have to be ready so that it doesn't come on us, because we're not appointed to wrath. If we follow God, if we are his children, we are not appointed to wrath. And I want to be ready for Jesus. I want to be out of here when God's wrath completely pours out on this world. Um, and I would wish that nobody would go through it, but we know how wicked the world is, and we know that he is a just God, and he will not allow this evil to continue forever. Um, he will bring his kingdom down to this earth, and he is going to make all things new. And with that, there's not going to be any evil. And people have the choice. We all choose if we're going to heaven or hell. That's literally what it is. We choose. And it's either we choose God, who is our creator, who is our savior, who made us, who loves us, who does not want any of us to perish, or we choose the God of this world. We choose evil. We choose ourselves. We choose pride. We choose sin and our evil desires of our flesh. We all have the choice right now. And on top of those dreams, I have a dear, dear friend. I love her so much. She called me and told me that her little girl, who was born one day before one of my boys, she just turned 5, and she had a dream, and she told her mommy just a couple weeks ago, and she says, "Mommy, this summer the angels are gonna come, and they're gonna knock on the door, and we're going to climb on their backs, and we're going to ride them into the sky." And their dog that got hit by a car within like the last year or so, she said that their dog is waiting for them. And then she also told us that we have to wait in the house so that we can be beautiful when they come. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, wait in the house so that we can be beautiful. Like, I don't know if that means like to stay separate from the world, so we're not getting mixed in with the rest of the world and getting tainted with all the sin, and just, we're supposed to be clothed with Jesus and wearing white garments and be like Jesus is, making us blemish free, spot free, clean. But we can't go out and get dirty in the world. Like, we have to keep ourselves separate. Maybe the house is like the church. We need to come together and stay together in the church and be ready and be beautiful, because when a bride is getting ready for her groom, she wants to be beautiful, right? That's us. We need to be beautiful for our groom, who is coming so soon. And I don't know that, precious little girl, she's 5 years old, and she says this summer. In her dream, it was this summer. And I'm not saying it's literally this summer, but if nothing, we just know it is so, so soon, you guys. And that's what I'm just like, gosh, I look around at the things in this world and I don't feel like I belong here. Like, I feel so out of place. I don't fit in with this world. But Jesus tells us to redeem the time, right? Every moment that we still have here is another precious gift from God, and another moment to make sure that we are following him, to make sure that we examine ourselves and we see that we truly, truly love him, that we have confidence, we have confidence on the day of judgment if in this world we are like Jesus. We got to make sure that we're living like Jesus lived. We need to make sure that we're going out and helping people and showing God's love and giving him all the glory. It's only because God loved us that we can love. He is He is love, right? We can't really truly love unless we knew what love was in the first place. And God showed us that in the most powerful way by giving us Jesus. So, anyways, I really, really pray that these last couple of videos will bless you guys and that you will see if maybe you can apply it to your life, or maybe share them with somebody in your life that you know needs them. Anyways, love y'all. Bye.